become a member.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Tales from the Jails. We got a special guest today. First, I'm going to talk about my counterpart, Brahim Jackson. You already know how we do here on Tales from the Jails. But we got a special guest, a real special guest, Philly's own legend, B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins, the alien, executioner, whatever you want to call him. He's here today to give us a special interview. What's going on, B-Hop?
Everything is great, man. Everything is great. I hope everything's great with y'all.
Yeah, it's amazing. Alhamdulillah. We got you here on the show. So if you know about the show, we talk about experiences with going to prison and then the success story of coming out, what you learned, how it helped you, how it helped shape you to be who you are. So you can talk about what you want to talk about. You can leave out what you want to leave out. But being in Philly, we'll start there. How difficult was it, coming up in Philly as like a young adult, through the temptations and, when you were a young kid?
Well, let me tell you, a lot of things wasn't difficult. It was the choices and the surroundings of influencing those choices to come to fruition. Mm-hmm. The choices was you either seen this or seen that, and none of those was positive. And, was it positive in the neighborhood? Yes, but rarely seen or paid attention to. At that non-maturity age, where you're not even looking for the 9 to 5 person that's a law-abiding citizen, going to work, taking care of his family, going home. That was there, but that wasn't something that grabbed the young folks, including myself, attention. That wasn't something that was exciting to us. That was something that was really like a custom of being a non-excited lifestyle or a person, even though it was the right thing and the positive thing to do. But we wasn't on a positive thinking because we didn't have the knowledge to think that way. And then if we was told, whether it's teachers or parents, the streets and environment of those lessons in the streets overtook the positive that you did hear, or came past your ears or eyes. Yeah.
Now, with all that, you because a lot of this is going on today. We see a lot of kids today who kind of have the same. They don't glorify the working man a lot. They glorify the drug dealer or the person with the fancy car who has obtained it in a manner which is illegal. People are gravitated towards that. Go ahead.
To cut you off, but was different now from my perspective. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily the drug dealers, because to me the game is over. It's been over. Is it still surfacing in society and the same drug, or even more with the fentanyl and all this stuff? Yeah, even more designer drugs than ever. Yeah. It's never going anywhere. Let's not fool ourselves. Mm-hmm. But in the same token of 2025, going on 2025 and 26, you have to understand that things changes. Drugs, the society, what they feed society, what the narrative is or isn't, all these things is designed for choices to be made. And all these things out here I see as choices, good or bad. Mm-hmm. We have a choice which makes a good chance that you will go left or you will go right. And these are the things that plague our youth today, the young and the ignorant, to be able to think that the drug game, it exists. It don't. The drug game is over. Is it still going to be hustlers out there? Of course. Just like the mob game is over, they would tell you the game is over. Who actually think they have a future standing on the corner, hand in hand selling drugs? Is it sprinkled in the city of Philadelphia and other cities? Of course. Who said it was going to completely be gone? But is it like the 80's? Is it like the M era? That's my era. I'll be 61 in January. Do the math. So when you look at the strategy of things that goes on in time, it's really deep, scary if you have no knowledge of what's happening now and what happened in the past, which always reflect the future. You're a dead man walking. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And that's why it's very important that you have to be real with the young people. And that's why I believe I got respect from coast to coast, wherever I go and travel. And the respect overseas. It's not because I live to 80 or 90 years old where people will say he been through this and been through that because of his time on this earth. That's receipts of, yeah, he should know or he shouldn't know, or I'm surprised he don't. But it's a thing that people have to understand, that we all have our stories. Everybody here in this building or this sit down have a story that relates to mine and mine's relate to yours.
Exactly.
And the time is like this to me. Is I look at it like this: at 60, fast approaching 61, as you mentioned. It's real crucial today than ever because of what's been designed 10, 15 plus years ago to be where it is now. This thing just doesn't happen overnight.
Not at all.
There's a plan from the planners before the date and the time even turned the calendar.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You know, with all that being said, we know that the youth are, a lot of them are headed to an early grave. A lot of them are, just people in general who live a life of crime. There's only like one or two outcomes. One is in the grave, other is in the penitentiary. Now, we know that you served some time in the pen. What led to you being incarcerated, and how was that for you, like going through that system, going through that process of being incarcerated, if you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I come through the era of most eras. Believe that, I don't have to earn it, I'm going to take it. What was important was what you wore on your back or what you represented in the neighborhood, whether it was your peers or not. A lot of it had to do is that I'm the man, and competition is fierce. And the more you have, the more power you have. When you got both, from a fight family of generation, myself, mother and father's side, from 25th and Diamond, Raven Roads and Projects. I went to William Dick Elementary School that exists today. And coming up through Raymond Rosen and coming up in the environment, they gave you a choice, as I said, and a chance. But it was more choice than chances. And that, to me, was either you're a lamb or you're a wolf. And I understood right away, and it was game worn time back then. I was probably 7, 8 years old. Norris Street and Diamond Street, the Valley. I chose to be the wolf in my time, in my era, in my age bracket. And I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the leader and I wasn't the follower. I was very independent about most of the things I've done, with maybe 2 or 3 rappies in my whole life that I can remember from childhood to an adult. I normally roll by myself, as I been given a name that I represented it very well, is Heads. Through the streets and through the penitentiary, and a lot of it came through fighting, not street activity, because I wasn't that standoutish. I didn't have a team.